and today's quick tutorial is going to be on setting a slide duration. So if you have a sequence of slides and you don't want to scroll through them manually, you can set a slide duration for each one of the slides and have it advance automatically. And it's a quick process, and I'll show you how to do it here. So first thing we want to do is we're going to click on Edit Window, and that brings up this screen. And you can see over here, we've got a Set Slide Duration button, and so we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, this slide is set to unlimited. So you see in this yellow text, it shows unlimited, and that just shows that this slide's going to sit there until you manually move to the next slide. And so what we want to do is we want to change that duration. So the way we change it is we have a slider here that changes the time that slide will be up. And right now, if you look over to the right here in this green text, as I move the slider around, those seconds move. And so I'm going to go and do just a real quick one. Let's go down to 5 seconds. We're going to set this just so it gets on this slide, stays for 5 seconds, and then loosen the next slide. So I've set it to 5 seconds on the slider, but now we have to hit this Set Slide Duration button. And when I do that, you can see that this changes to 5 seconds, and that's it. So we've done it, and now we can hit the Finish Editing button right here. And now we'll go into Present mode, and we'll watch and see if it worked. So when I hit Present, this is going to go to the next slide in 5 seconds. And that next slide's a knockdown slide where we start saying it's a knockdown of the fire, and you'll see the smoke conditions change. And so if you had a sequence of fire from the start to finish, you could actually build that so that whole fire from start to finish will advance automatically without you having to do any interactions yourself. So one other thing, let's go back into Auker mode, and I'm going to go back to that slide that we changed, and let's go back to edit that window, and let's say that we wanted to do something more than a minute. Now right now, this shows what the scale of this slide is, and it shows 1 minute. So if I go and move this slide all the way to here, you can see 58, 59, and then 1 minute here, and that's as far as I can go. So if I want to do something more than a minute, I just have to change the scale of this slide so I can go to 2 minutes or 3 minutes or however long I want by using this plus and minus. So let's say I wanted to go to 1 minute and 30 seconds. I ought to set the 2 minutes as far as the scale of the slider, and so now I can move the slider up, and you can see I can get to 1 minute and 30, where before I can only get to 1 minute. So if I wanted to set that slide duration for 1 minute 30 seconds, I go ahead and hit that. Now it shows that this slide will stay for 1 minute 30 seconds, and I select Finish Editing. So that's all there is to it. I'm Jennifer Cates for Digital Combustion.